So now I will be talking about my classroom environment. I have a folder that contains the procedures for fires, earthquakes, evacuations, and lockdowns. On my whiteboard here, I have the agenda for my Algebra 2 class. So I have everything that we'll be doing for the day, which includes assignments that are due. In addition, I have my objectives for that day and the success skills that my students will obtain by the end of today's lesson. In addition, we also have the agenda for my geometry class. So it's very similar in terms of what we're going to be doing today, what assignments we're doing, and the due dates. We also have the objective for today, as well as the skills that they will be learning throughout the lesson. So the way that my objectives work, usually I'll explain what we're going to be doing to the students for the given day before we even do the lesson. So these objectives describe to the students what they should be able to do by the end of the lesson. And on my whiteboard, we already talked about how it contains the agenda. It will also be in use for note-taking and for instruction. Students will also have opportunities to interact with the board, so they'll be able to come up and do problems on the board in front of the class. And in terms of my technology, I have a projector, a doc cam, and a computer that are all connected to my projector here. I mainly use the projector to do my instruction, so I use PowerPoint presentation to give my notes. There may be times when I use my doc cam to do other activities. And now I will talk about my behavior management system. So when the student makes the first classroom disruption, I give the student a verbal warning and a consequence. On the second disruption, I follow through with my consequence. So my consequence is always logical. So if they were throwing paper, they're gonna be picking it up. If they were talking, I'm gonna have to move them so they don't interrupt other students. On the third classroom disruption, I remove them from the class and call their parents. So in terms of what positive reinforcement I give, I always try to model proper behavior in front of them, as well as acknowledge students who demonstrate proper behavior in the classroom. That way peers can see what kind of behavior I want, and they see that other students are doing that same behavior. So I want to thank you for coming into my classroom. I hope you really enjoyed what I have here, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.